Once you have ABCI Animate up, you're going to click Go. Here you see that you have a nice big workspace. You have lots of numbered frames at the top. We have lots of tools down the side and tools at the bottom. We're going to start with only a few tools. In the video, when they made the bouncing ball, he drew a ball on each separate piece of paper. We're going to do the same thing, but instead of real papers, we're going to use these digital papers. These are called our frames. I'm going to choose my circle tool down here at the bottom by picking shapes, circle, and my color. And I'm going to draw my ball by clicking and dragging until the ball is the size that I want. So I'm going to click and drag until I get my ball the size I want. That looks pretty good. And then I'm going to let go. Now I want to move this ball to start where I want it to start. And my ball is going to look like it's falling from the ground. And I can't just click on it. I actually have to use my selector tool. So I'm going to pick select, and then I'm going to click on my ball, and now I can move him around. So I'm going to start right over here, and I want the ball to look like he's falling. Now, instead of going to every single frame and trying to draw the ball in a different spot, like the guy in the video did, I can actually make it look like my frame is see-through, and I can see what's behind it, and I can copy my frame. So watch. I'm going to, now that I have my ball in the right spot, I'm going to hit this little kitty cat button. Looks like two kitty cats to me. And I'm going to click it once, and it's going to copy my frame. So now number 1 and number 2 look the same. If I go back to number 1, number 2, doesn't look like anything happened because my ball's in the same spot. But number 2, I want to move a little bit. Well, if I move him, I won't know how far away from the original spot he moved. So there's another really cool tool over here, is this eyeball. When I click the eyeball, it's going to make the first frame go a little bit see-through. And that way, when I move it, I can see where the ball was before. So that's the ball in frame number 1. And now here is my ball in frame number 2. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to copy my frame again. And you notice that frame number 1 went away. Now I can see number 2 and number 3. And if I move my ball, there it is. Frame number 2 and frame number 3. And I'm going to keep doing this. Copy and move. Copy and move. Until my ball reaches the ground. And then he's going to start going back up again. He's going to bounce up and up and up. And when he starts to get to the top, he starts to slow down a little bit. So I'm not going to move him quite so far, just a little bit, teensy bit. And he's going to start to fall back down again. And when he falls down, he starts to go faster. So I'm going to move him further away and further away. And when he gets to the bottom, I kind of want to know what it's going to look like. What did I just do? I just made, as you can see, 17 frames, all different places. Let me see what that looks like together. So I'm going to go down here to the play button and see what happens. Boom. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's watch again. All right, at any point in your animation making, if you want to check to see what you've done, all you have to do is hit the play button. Now, if you make a mistake, let's say I accidentally draw my ball. Oh, look at that. I drew a square. I did not mean to draw a square. I wanted to draw a ball. I want to get rid of that square. All I have to do is hit the delete button and then click on the thing that I made a mistake. Click. Now, I can go back to my select tool and I'm ready to keep going. All right, when this video stops, I want you to go to ABCI Animate and see if you can try to make a ball bounce. Once you get it, I want you to go on and move on to the next step. Good luck.